I'm gay. What do I do?
Look at the search engine. What's your algorithm?
Oh, Charlie Spring.
Oh, now he's got it.
Lovers of the Reject Nation, we're back. It is time to embark upon another new experience. This came highly requested on the heels of our Heated Rivalry experience. Quite vivid. Starting a new age of romance here on the channel. G, how's your day going?
It's going good. How about you?
Doing okay. I'm excited to start something new. It's the first thing we're shooting in the year of our Lord 2026. And let's just hop into it. Hope you guys enjoy.
What an interesting establishing shot.
Parts of you and every
Like
person
comic
that I meet because my brain is dissipated.
This is secretly based on like a slice of life graphic novel.
Is this an American show?
I thought it was a British show, but I don't know.
The way the quality is looks British. Is he British?
I think so.
The film quality looks like a British show.
Ben?
Lock it in. British or no?
I mean, the preppiness looks British.
Gay panic.
Happy New Year, children,
Yeah.
boys. And don't forget there'll now be students from all school years in your new formed groups.
The voice of God.
Come to join the ranks of Hamlet House.
Apparently so.
It's interesting how British shows have a certain type of camera. Yeah, I know. You could just tell it's a British show from it.
Wow, that glass, that lens flare. You gotta pick like a particular lens to do stuff like this. Ah!
A lot of soft lighting.
I like little geological cross sections in the window.
Just right over.
This is so sweet. Oh, so much body language. Just golly. Meat.
Dan Cloud.
Sorry about earlier.
It's fine.
I miss your face so much.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, it was alright.
Who's the love interest?
You?
It's a triangle.
Yeah, it was good. My whole family was around on Christmas Day and then...
The way they're shooting him specifically. It's like super deep focus.
See you later then, yeah? Still don't tell anyone about this.
Oh, that's a little cold. Still don't tell anyone about this. That guy holds a lot of power over him.
Oh!
Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
I know nothing about this boy, but I'm so charmed.
Hi.
Hi.
You going that way?
Yeah, maths.
Same.
I like in England they call it
You
maths.
literally doing your homework or walking to your lesson.
I might be.
That's very chaotic.
We just have the one math here. That's why we're behind the world.
That makes me sound way cooler than I actually am.
Do you want me to do that for you?
No, I'm good.
I can tell you the answer.
Then I won't learn.
But if you're stuck, I can just... Let me just... Oh!
He's flirting. Oh.
How dare you?
Better?
What?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Eh?
They do a lot of these down looking up whenever the person he's interested in holds power over him in that moment.
Just... Hi.
Why are you talking to me? I don't even know who you are.
Wow, what a...
Bro.
All right, mate.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Yeah.
In it.
Your friends are Ben.
Yeah, he's in my year. We hang out sometimes.
What kind of hanging out?
It's an all-boys school.
Seems like it. I'm flashing back.
I did it again.
Oops.
I bought Elle's drink again.
Didn't you do that yesterday as well?
Yes, Isaac, yes I did.
She's not been here a week.
I know, I just keep forgetting.
She's not been here.
Obviously, it's better that she's at an all-girls school now. You know, Mr. Reed was still refusing to call her Elle.
Ah.
Got it.
There used to be 4 of us, and now there's only 3. Like, 4 is a group.
Transfer.
3 is just a trio.
Invite, yeah.
Isn't that Nick Nelson?
Alliteration.
Like, this is probably based on a book, but it does have these, like, comic booky flourishes.
Golden Retriever.
Yeah, alliteration is a big part of it.
Damn
I
us.
can't believe you've been sat next to rugby king Nick Nelson. Like, what are you going to talk about every morning?
We talked.
Really?
Talk about rugby.
Charlie, you don't have a tissue, do you? Mine just exploded.
I just carried a cardigan out of Macy's.
And it looks like I'm wearing blue gloves.
You can make it the new school fashion.
I'll pretend it's a tattoo.
He is the star player on the rugby team, and he's friends with a
The
bunch
book
of
I'm reading,
loud,
too, is about a
gross
guy.
year-11s. You're exactly
The
like
love
guys who
interest
bullied
guy
you last
is the
year.
star of a rugby team. Huh?
Nick, He's different. He's nice.
But he's a whole different person when he's with his bro, dude friends.
I like that they shot the reverses on this scene to emphasize the empty space next to the 2 shots.
Does he have interest in you?
Yeah, girls' school. Hey.
Ah, you're right. Good catch, John.
Nice curls.
Because he fills in the right there.
Yeah, now it's like a full-on 2-shot reverse.
I know this actor. I think the one in Doctor Who.
I keep wondering. I don't.
The Rose's daughter?
But maybe? Because it would have been some time after this, right?
Yeah.
You might be right.
Is
Comment
that time
below.
now? Well,
Yeah.
They look alike.
we don't make exceptions even for new students. You can have this back from reception at the end of the day.
This is going to be an experience. And with so many people, she still looks isolated in the center
Isolated.
frame. Yeah. Oh, she got the drink. I do love apple juice. Friend Mallory took me apple picking for the first time this past year. It was great. I am no bird and no net. Oh.
You know, I'm sorry about ignoring you yesterday.
Oh, this manipulator.
Oh, the tattoo. Oh. You can close your eyes.
The blue on his hand is welcoming.
Yeah, blue is the warmest color.
Eating lunch?
Oh, right. So everything's okay? There's no bullies I need to sort out again?
No, everything's fine.
Yeah, you're painted into
Actually,
a corner.
Literally.
there is kind of someone.
A bully?
I've got a boyfriend.
Oh, well. Congratulations.
No. It's.
Okay.
I don't even know if. I don't think he even thinks we're boyfriends anyway.
He definitely doesn't.
He ignores me sometimes. He doesn't even like people seeing us talk to each other in the corridors.
Maybe you should talk to him then? What do you want me to say? Break up with him?
Don't know.
Do you want to break up with him?
Deep, deep down.
What about your friends? Have you talked to them about it?
They wouldn't get it.
Well, why not?
Because they're not gay.
Just
They still probably
talk
get
to
it.
him. It's better to be honest about your feelings in the long run.
I hate being honest.
I know. It took you 3 months to tell me you were being bullied.
This teacher must give out a lot of free therapy.
But the friends know you're gay, right?
I'd hope so. Then again, maybe not. It's hard. Oh. Okay, so he's Ilya.
He's publicly hetero.
I would love to see a video essay breaking down exactly what the British look is, because I know what you're talking about. It's like, whether it's like public television or streaming television or anything in between, like there's a look.
You're not going to send it. You don't know how to stand up to bullies yet.
There we go.
Sorry.
For fudge's sake.
You should block him.
I wonder how he's going to behave the next time. Whoa.
Delicious.
Plain flakes.
Morning.
Jesus, Tori.
Why's your face like that?
Broke up with my boyfriend.
Was he a knob?
Yes.
Well done then.
A little bit.
Hypothetically, what sort of boy do you want to go out with?
They always do empty straw, no matter how full the drink.
One who doesn't mind people seeing us talk to each other would be nice.
Hypothetically, though, dream
I
guy.
don't know. Just someone I can have a laugh with. And he's nice and kind and likes being with me.
The school life feels very alive here. Clarity.
Go to him.
Look at that dreamy glow. Trying to become an athlete.
Damn.
Damn, he's ahead of the curve.
Loneliness of the long distance runner.
We've been doing this all time and no one's beaten Charlie's time yet. Come on!
Oh, that should definitely attract your rugby player.
I wonder if there is any subtle nods to that. That is a British boys' school movie. Looking forward to lots of pop punk needle drops.
Hey.
Bookgasm.
Thanks.
You play the drums.
When he was with he
Yeah,
was dark
that's so
blue
cool.
lighting, but when he's with this guy, he's with blue.
Thanks.
So, I had something I wanted to ask you. Charlie, I wanted to tell you that I'm gay too, and I'm in love with you.
I'm in love with you. Oh no, you are.
I want to be with you forever.
Forever.
You
Do you
are.
want to join the rugby team? I saw you run in PE, and you're like really fast. So I thought you might be interested.
Come on.
I can teach you.
Aren't I a bit small and weak to be a rugby player?
Toughest kid in school.
We're just a school team, you know. It's not that serious.
So you're saying I am small and weak?
Wait, no.
Oh, yes,
Do you want to join?
It's literally just another silly crush.
It's not a crush. I don't just fall for any guy who's nice to me.
Are we sure?
Separated by this tree.
Spend a whole hour with giant moronic rugby lads.
Yes.
It's your funeral.
Yeah. His coat.
Charlie Spring, though, isn't he in like year 8?
No, he's a year 10.
He's like, well, skinny though.
Oh my god, worst timing. Worst timing.
He used it well as like Mary. I'm gay.
Track to rugby's a tall order.
But I'm definitely too weak for this.
Where is your can-do attitude?
Oh, she left long ago.
Just try, tackle me. I won't dodge. Come on, I bet you can do it.
Fascinating frame.
That was perfect. Now, let's try again while I'm actually moving.
I like their tiny little shorts.
I'm going to die.
I want to learn how to play rugby.
Sounds like a very intimidating sport.
Rugby looks like the hockey of grass.
Oh man, he's so not a part of the team yet.
Yeah. You need your banana socks, man.
At least you're being led by the star of the team.
You got protection.
Come on, this time, Charlie.
Charlie! Charlie! Charlie!
Hey, he's now part of the huddle.
Come on, mate, we've got practice. Don't die.
Bye.
Is this Taylor Swift or a song that sounds like Taylor Swift?
Like that.
I think it's a song that sounds like Taylor Swift.
Oh, I think the singer may be British. It's weird how, like, much of your accent...
Ready?
Oh,
Yeah,
go to her.
Oh, someone's pissed.
This is like very sweet, very low-key Scott Pilgrim.
Well done.
No.
This guy looks familiar. Uh-oh.
Oh, just when he's right there.
Do you want to get dinner with me?
No, please don't see him meeting with him.
Oh, crap. Don't read into this, man. Maths. Oh. How many schools in
Charlie.
Ugh. Michael Myers shot.
You're wearing a coat. It's not even cold.
It's February.
Lame.
What do you want, Ben? Don't touch me.
You're clearly just scared of getting caught.
Everyone in school already knows I'm gay. You're the one who's scared of getting caught. You can't even look at me when other people are around. Not to mention the fact that you have a girlfriend.
Go, Charlie.
I've seen you, whether at the school gate.
Don't be angry at me for not wanting to come out yet.
I'm not angry about that. If you're figuring stuff out, fine.
It's all the other things too, you know?
Take your time. I've already been there for you.
Then why are you angry at me?
I'm angry
use me as
because you
part
never
of it.
even slightly cared about my feelings.
Because you treat him like a dick.
We'll never meet up when you want to, where you want to, when you feel like kissing a ball. You don't care about me at all.
Well, it's not like anyone else is going to want to go out with you, is it?
Wow, what
You're
a jerk.
Yeah, dude. Domineering. Ew. Ew.
I know you like me.
Stop it!
Charlie, look, I like you, but
Oh,
I'm
this
figuring
gross.
stuff out. Literally, what more do you want from me?
I just told you, be considerate of my existence.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hells yeah. Oh.
Go on, piss off.
Tell everyone to piss off tonight.
Well, now someone knows.
You okay?
Did you hear all of that?
Most of it. I just,
Almost
you
sounded
seemed
like you're gay.
kind of like something was up while we were getting changed, so I wanted to check everything was okay.
Sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry
Yeah,
about.
why are you sorry?
Sorry.
It's just a default. Yeah.
You say sorry a lot. Don't say it.
I kind of want to say it.
I feel you, Charlie.
I kind of want to say it.
We should get out.
Oh.
We'll get locked in if we stay here much longer.
Yeah.
Dude, bottle episode.
I'm going this way, so...
Yeah, I'm that way.
Okay. Bye.
So awkward.
Go to him. Oh, God, what if they both turn to look around? Be kind. Thank you for being a friend. They've gotten way better at doing phones on the screen.
That smile will tell all.
Oh, Charlie Spring. Thank you, XCX.
Oh, now he's got it.
Dang, we're going to see Olivia Colman play just like a normal lady. Euros Lynn. I know this name. Why? I don't know. Next episode incoming, peeps. Hey, Muse, Strokes,
Daft Punk,
Radiohead. All right.
The Odyssey.
Christopher Nolan's got to direct one of these episodes. The pictures are the same. Where's the Pam meme?
So me and Nine is gay.
Oh, no.
Ouch.
What did he expect? He's so gross.
Oh.
Yeah, Charlie.
He's looking at us. Oh, what a weirdo. He's such a loser.
Oh, God. Crush and identification.
Okay, so he's still closeted.
Huh? This is me in every text message thread. Wonder if he can actually play those drums. Oh, we have similar kids.
From the street, I see your wind.
Go lay on that bed. Yeah.
Not even your house.
Or against it, I'll accept it. Dude, nice Ferrari poster too. Love these bedrooms. This is my kind of little boy's bedroom.
Can you feel me in the air? Just
So many needle drops.
Texting is very hard, honestly.
too stressed out to do the thing. I'm just not like that.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I feel this. Cool rug.
So I look up into yours house. Is that your lamp?
10 minutes ago.
I'm feeling this intrinsically.
Is it?
Aww.
You're typing a lot, man. Yeah. You're sounding desperate, dude.
You're already 3 messages in. You better stop now. Aww. All right, I'll allow the extra messages. That's good communication.
Keep him on red. Oh.
Oh my God, the book is this text thread.
Hi. So I heard about you coming out last time.
Yeah, I guess.
That's really brave.
Oh my God, are we gonna feel sorry for this guy?
Yeah, I was about to say, is they gonna
Care for this guy?
humanize this dude?
It sort of just got found out. No one was supposed to know.
Well, you're brave for putting up with all the negativity.
What do you mean? He got outed without his intention.
I guess so.
Just doing what you gotta do.
I'm Ben.
What are the odds all 3 of them would be gay?
Yeah. Aw.
Capitalize God.
Yeah. He is. He's actually praying right now for Ben to be smited down.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Careful.
He's fishing. He's fishing.
Yeah. He's not ready.
You're welcome.
Lol. No. Although this is, even though they're not fully achieving clarity right now, like there is something lovely even about the idea of this. Just like, yeah, my super supportive straight friend. Heart to heart. Rainbow.
trans British actors.
I know.
Trans British black
Black actors.
How you doing, Al?
Black actors.
Or I've just stereotyped them all.
Well, I've
Yes.
noticed you haven't made many friends in your form group.
I mean,
can't
they're
imagine it's easy moving schools in the middle of
not
year
the
11.
only one.
I'm
but
fine.
yeah.
I could assign Tara Jones to look after you.
Oh no.
No, I'm fine. I promise. I don't want to bother anyone.
It's half term next week. How about you promise me you'll try to make at least one new friend before then?
Okay.
As friends are draped in blur behind her.
I love all the science in the windows. Geology at the one school, the periodic table at this school. This must be one of those shows where, like, you know, more up-and-coming bands can, like, get their needle drop in. Because they use a lot of music, which makes sense, because, like, high school's a time when you'd be listening to a lot of music, and it's part of your coming of age and how you express your feelings.
Constant yearning. The longer time goes on, the harder it is to make that move. That's why I make no friends at the gym.
Just waited too long. Now it's awkward.
He's straight, Charlie. Like, you only need to glance him to see that he's a massive heterosexual. Ginormous heterosexual. Exactly. Masculine guys can be gay.
Your gaydar's jammed.
And no offense, but you're not exactly the authority in working out who is and isn't gay.
And bisexual people exist.
Pansexual people exist. Asexual people exist.
I know he's straight, he told me.
So you need to get over him.
Just a friend.
How do I stop liking someone, specifically a straight guy?
I thought you had a boyfriend.
No, he was horrible. This is someone else.
You know, when I was a teenager and had a crush on a straight boy, I just repressed it and suffered.
That doesn't sound very healthy. I need realistic solutions. He's a really good friend.
I'm afraid you're just gonna have to suffer then.
Oh, he's smiling a little bit.
Thanks, Tara. It's really cute. Where's it from? Paper chase, but I painted all the little flowers on it.
I can barely draw stick figures.
Do you want to meet up with us for lunch today?
Wow.
Did Miss Greenwood tell you to try and make friends with me?
No, we eat in the canteen, so you can join us anytime.
What a weird thing to immediately pose.
Well, you know, got your guard up.
I'd be like, never mind, never send my invitation.
Yes.
You know it's due for period.
Rebuke my kindness.
Oh, these kids are doing science.
Science and
art.
arts. Yeah. And then, yeah, the occasional art. The design sense of these schools is immaculate.
Well, it makes
Hi. So,
everything
you had no friends.
feel larger than life.
Yeah.
So it makes high school feel bigger than it is.
So,
It's the
you
whole
moved schools
world.
from Truham?
And each school is very distinct from each other.
Truham was just hell for me, so... I mean, it was hell for almost
This
everyone, but,
school
like,
has the inverse
especially
of
me.
colors where it's more yellow over blue and the other one's more blue over yellow.
Yeah, they have this stupid chin length or above rule.
That's why that one guy's doing the...
Most people here are nice, just don't do anything Darcy says. She'll have you
Ouch.
taking part in our lunchtime games of American football in the science corridor.
Dude, let's go.
This is Nellie.
Oh my god, she's so cute. I wish I had a dog. My parents don't like animals.
You should come
round my
house.
house Olivia Colman.
Are you free on Saturday?
Oh, no, that's your mom.
Yeah, I think so.
Aww.
If he is straight, or if he was, he'd be pretty messed up. He's got to know he's leading him on.
Yeah. That's
Hi.
a straight man.
God, Tori.
Where are you going?
Round of friends?
Towels?
No, his name's Nick.
Again. That's right.
Is my hair too short?
It looks the same.
But is it okay?
It looks the same.
Great. Thanks.
Have fun at Nick's.
You have very charming tousled curls.
He's a very likable lead.
Very likable. Yeah. So earnest. He exudes good nature. Their camera team must constantly be nerding out over their focus and lens flares and the hat, scarf, and coat combo, man. Killing the game.
Hey,
Hey.
this is Nellie.
Hi, Nellie. You're so adorable.
All right, well, now you met.
You got a haircut.
He noticed!
Is it bad?
No,
Well,
no,
he
you
touched.
it looks great. You better come in, or Nellie will think we're going for a walk.
Okay.
I mean, we could go for a walk. It'd be very romantic.
Can you let me win one time? You've already won like 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, and I'm going easy on you.
No.
Dude, I want to play Mario Kart.
How are you so good at this?
You get to be good at real
The gay
sports.
thing.
I get to be good at fake
No,
ones.
you're just good at everything.
I'm not.
You're good at video games, literally all school subjects, but especially maths. You run so fast.
Shut up!
Oh.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh.
It's snowing.
Wow. It is really snowing.
It's a Christmas miracle. A February miracle. Oh, give him your hoodie. Wow.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Wow, yeah. It's so idyllic. It's like they overexposed it to give it like this heavenly quality.
It's very dreamlike.
This is what you do, right?
I never eat December snowflakes.
Oh,
I always wait till February.
hard to tell
They're just playing and having fun.
like you.
I've never done a snow angel. I've done a snow devil. Takes a lot more work. Tail and everything.
I guess we didn't do snow angels that one time we drove out to that improv show in the snow. But you did hold some snow. I have a picture of you with snow.
Oh, that's cool with the animated snow.
Yeah. Oh, just the three of us. Netflix.
Charlie seems like a lovely boy. When did you meet him?
A couple of months ago. He's in my form.
He's very different to your other friends, isn't he? You seem much more yourself around him.
Oh.
Do I?
You do.
Oh.
Constantly have an erection when you're around him.
Much more yourself.
Very relaxed. He's drinking a Netflix cup?
That's what it looks like. N for neat. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Get that invite going on. Oh.
Who are you texting?
Your mum?
Whoa, great joke, Nicholas.
I was going to say, I'm not used to seeing
He's definitely chirping someone.
chirpsing.
I don't see many girls at this school.
It's like after hours, they're like hanging out. It's like what would
that what
happen
it
with
is?
us. Yeah, it's like our sister school would come by, and then like the cheerleaders would do stuff with the football team, or like we would practice, we would rehearse for the play or whatever. Not that I guess every all boys school has a sister school or girls school has a brother school, but nope. Oh crap.
So, we're doing well.
Eh?
Which end are we supposed to be getting the ball to?
All right, that's a good start.
Nick scored most of points. Oh, he's the rugby king. I wanted to talk to you about Nick, actually.
Me too.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know how I thought he was straight?
Yes.
I've kind of been feeling like maybe he isn't. Like he might let me back.
Oh snap.
Like we've been hanging out non-stop and he's been acting a little bit flirty sometimes.
Non-stopper.
I just think maybe there's a chance.
What do you know?
Yeah,
what are you
what's going on,
holding?
bro?
Nick likes a girl.
You said it yourself, bisexual people exist.
Like, he's in love with a girl.
What do you mean in love with a girl?
How'd you know that? Okay, I just don't want you to get hurt. So I decided to do some digging over the half term.
Oh no.
And I messaged Otis since I sort of know him from doing the school play. And I know he's friends with Nick, and I just
Otis.
slyly asked if Nick was going out with anyone because I might have a friend who was interested.
I feel like you're trying to make I don't know if you're protecting him or if you're interfering.
What girl? Her name's Tara Jones.
Ugh, sounds awful.
Only someone interested would want to know who you texting. God, he is like the quintessential British boy.
Could be closeted.
Yeah. It's a complicated time. Oh.
It's my duty to remind you that sometimes people are straight. It's an unfortunate fact of life.
Oh, is that girl that was asking out our friend to...
Charlie literally won't give up on this straight boy until we know for sure.
Oh my God, be quiet.
Al.
What do you want?
Do you know a girl called Tara Jones?
Train spotting.
Yeah?
Can you ask her if she likes Nick Nelson?
Nick Nelson. You might as well give up right now. He's the straightest person I have ever seen.
Oh, God.
I can't just go up to her and ask her who she fancies. And
Why not?
I'm too busy being the cool, mysterious new girl who everyone wants to hang out with.
Is.
It's honestly fine. I'm just being an idiot.
You idiot.
If and only if I get the chance, I'll ask her.
Thank you.
I'm making no promises.
Oh. Damn.
What an awkward hug.
There we go. No.
Arrival.
Ladies, come on.
Wow, what a
We got
shot.
still 15 minutes.
An establishing shot.
Everyone gets into pairs.
French teacher.
Can we be a group of 3? Oh my god, yes, please. Darcy's pronunciation is horrendous.
Je suis très bien en français.
You are very good at French.
Vous avez un petit ami. Oui, j'ai une petite amie.
Uh-oh.
I think saying une makes it feminine, so you'd be saying you have a girlfriend. What?
I mean, that shit matters. Speaking other languages.
You found her in. You found her in.
Ah, but it's a. I see. It's a clue.
Vous avez un petit ami.
Non, je n'ai pas un petit ami. All right, let's move away from the boyfriend question.
Because you don't want to have a boyfriend.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
I'm definitely straight. Like, I only like girls.
Oh,
God.
And the light.
Stop being friends if you feel like that.
Cold light.
You just spaced out.
Do you want to come around my house?
I knew you. You just said it in your head. I just said it. That doesn't count. That completely doesn't count.
Oh, they're a thing.
I did first, but you didn't say it.
Hi.
I was just admiring Tara's hands.
Yeah, what?
She's like, mine gets super gusty in the cold.
Darcy, I'm sorry if I've got totally the wrong. Are you two like dating?
Ooh.
Don't tell anyone, okay?
Oh.
Only a few of our friends know, but I think you're officially part of the inner circle.
Go. Hell yeah.
So she's not with our guy.
No.
Hers are really soft. That's the gayest excuse I've heard.
You've befriended the school lesbian.
You're a Heather now.
Well, our homeboy's got to get a text message.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
While he's over, oh shit, though.
You're terrible. I'm trying.
It is hard. I'm not very good at it. Oh my, that thing's gonna plummet to the floor.
It's a reversal from when that other guy came in.
Yeah.
There, you're a pro now. Oh, well, that's probably cheating, though.
On your girlfriend.
Look, his hands out. His hands out.
Yeah.
The classic grip my hand maneuver.
I am open for business. Oh. Watching him sleep. Classic romance novel.
There it is. Intertwine the hands.
Ah! That was a very cute choice.
The power of love.
Oh. Need to change my drawers.
I like the subtle shading here because you got like a brown, earthy thing for when in reality.
I wish I didn't have to go there. I wish I didn't either. You look so cuddly like that.
Oh.
Do I? Yeah.
Let's test that.
He's like, I know he's gay. I fucking know it.
Yeah.
I know. I just know.
Okay, see you Monday.
He should play Leon S. Kennedy. He has that exact hair.
I don't think he's straight.
Yup. The straw. Stop that. That was great timing on her. That was great timing. That was a cool frame through whatever that stuff in the foreground was.
You don't have his actual number yet?
Everything is a messenger now. I guess it doesn't mean the same thing as it used to.
It means I need friends. Yeah, I don't know what this Tao's guy's problem is.
Tao,
there's something there.
I appreciate you being a friend and all, but like, you're a little too committed to the narrative.
Yeah, I don't trust his motives.
God, and the lights. Oh, the perfect life.
So why am I like
Well, and he does have just like the most adorably lovable face.
this? Why am I like this? Why am I like I saw a girl crying on
Run over to his place.
It's the first shot when his hair hasn't been perfect. You need to straighten it out for him.
She just got up and walked. It's like I'm looking down.
I'm gay. What do I do?
In in the moment, never giving in.
Look at the search engine. What's your algorithm?
Let's ask ChatGPT.
I don't know if ChatGPT existed when the show came out.
Or at least not the way it does now. Wow. Fascinating. Not bad. Heartstopper. Sorry, my heart stopped there for a moment. If you happen to be at this point in the video, thanks for joining us. This is the first batch of episodes, so we're very happy to have you here. Hopefully, if this goes well enough, we can continue for all 3 seasons, I gather, that exist right now. But yeah, leave a like on this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when the next Heartstopper block comes your way. Big thanks to the team over at Prepper for putting their love and their care into chopping these highlights together so they can be visible for you here on the YouTube. And if you want to get the full-length reaction, watch-along experience, see everything that doesn't make the highlights, you can come on over to patreon.com/therealrejects. You can get a little glimpse into our shooting schedule day by day, ask us questions, save yourself a discount on a tee like this one at rejectnationshop.com. All the good stuff. I think that's all the things. Gee.
That is all the things.
That's all the things. How you feeling? Heartstopper, first couple episodes. Are you in love?
I think it's a really good show. It's a real slice of life with some comic book touches. And I felt like it was just a really pleasant experience.
It's very cozy.
Yeah, it's something sort of entrancing and just planting you there. There's something really appealing in the simplicity of it. Like, it doesn't, maybe it gets more dramatic, maybe it gets more comedic, maybe it gets more something, but there's just something that feels very endearing about its execution because the acting is just so natural. Everything about it feels really natural. Everything about it just feels kind of real, and there's a sentimental quality that allows a lot of the music to dictate the scenes with a lot of this great focus, soft lighting, and pleasant coloring. So
Yeah.
I was really happy with it. It wasn't exact. It was pretty much how people presented the show would be. It doesn't have that intense sexuality thing. Maybe they do that at some point. Maybe they don't. But there's something that feels very accepting and reality tone based, while being just slightly fantasy surreal enough in terms of going into the psychology of point of view.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really nice time. I actually had a really nice. That was really nice and pleasant, and I got no negative criticisms about it. I thought it was a really just sweet time.
Yeah.
And it feels like it'll probably get more charming as it goes and sweeter as it goes. And I'm looking forward to seeing what else kind of pops up with it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I 100% agree. This was just super pleasant, super lovely, and it has a lot of swell of emotion, but not in a way that's super stressful. Because even watching aspects of Heated Rivalry recently, there's a greater element of tension at points, and some of that too can also be from acclimating to the romance genre in and of itself. Because I know that for me as a viewer, there are tropes of romance books and things like that I am not as aware of as avid readers and stuff like that. But yeah, this was just so pleasant, and yeah, it has the right lovely blend of being a slice of life and carrying along. The cool thing about watching any romance after so much time is you realize yes, there are nuances of, for example, the queer experience here, but there's so much stuff that's universal about that, and that's really easy just to get pulled into and then get reflecting on your own life about. But yeah, I thought this had a really lovely blend of just compassionate observation of the characters, and then a good sense for when to add those, to me, Scott Pilgrim-esque flourishes where, yeah, it's the little animations, it's the, super expressionist lighting or super expressive saturated lighting, or, here's a vignette frame. Yeah, and it just looks really nice. It's really well shot anyway, but also in a subtle way. A lot of their choices complement what's happening. It's not just cool looking for the sake of looking cool. And yeah, everyone is really well cast, at least so far. And yeah, this is just super delightful. Apparently, this director has done a bunch of Doctor Who and stuff like that. Because I know I was trying to place it. Doctor Who, Black Mirror, Daredevil. So this guy who Euros Lyn has a lot of experience with science fiction and action stuff. So like the fact that, you know, the first 2 episodes, I don't know if like this show's his baby or anything like that, but like, yeah, to go to something that's like so just observant and tender, I guess is a good word for it. It was really lovely. But I believe we got a handful of questions from our patrons over here. So I'll let you guys guide the rest of the convo. Jake Pandina. What do you guys think? Thank you for chiming in, Jake, also. What do you guys think of the thematic choices that mirror the graphic novel? So this is a graphic novel. I personally love them. They create such a special vibe for the story. Yeah, it's funny. It does just enough to let you know that this was probably a graphic novel without being like 100% obvious. But now that you've said that, that makes like all the sense. And for, you know, this story, it just felt really appropriately placed. So heck yeah. Like, I don't know how it stacks to the graphic novel, obviously, because I haven't cracked it. But I would be curious to after this.
Well, I think like the only times it really calls attention to itself that it could be a graphic novel is through some framing devices, but the only thing that really makes the framing devices noticeable it's a graphic novel is the types of borders they give it. You know, they give like outlined, squiggly motion borders that are reflective of a graphic novel, but really, if you don't do the borders, it's classic stylistic symmetry shots that they would do in any other movie or show, but they're not really doing anything different outside of the borders that they do to give it the panel feel. But the parts where the comic book stuff that I really like come in is the usage of when you're in the mindset of the first person point of view, where you see like illustrations of the birds or the snow or the darkness or the fluorescent glow, the pink that is popping in those point of views. That's what I really like when they're doing it. And even then, it doesn't feel like flashy, like a graphic novel adaptation. Like you reference like a more toned down Scott Pilgrim. It's like Scott Pilgrim, American Splendor, those types of things that are like, this must be a graphic novel, and that has that vibe. But it's also literally without, like, if you just removed a couple of things, it would just be like any other filmmaking technique. So I like how it doesn't feel indulgent or like, look at me, look what we're doing, look how cool it is. Otherwise, it would kind of distract you from the reality and the slice of life. Like it would actually, I think, contrast in a way that doesn't feel complimentary if they went too much into it. So yeah, because it's just so real in the execution. Yeah, but it has to feel like slightly heightened, I suppose. Yet the acting never feels heightened.
It's appropriate for this age range because you're coming of age and you're being sort of disillusioned and tempered in your view of life. At least as you crest into adulthood. I don't know. Yeah, there's something about that makes a lot of sense. And two, I mean, like in the hindsight. Moments like the first sequence where they're bumping into each other in the hallway and they just keep saying "hey" in different ways. Like in that moment, I was sitting kind of going, I wonder what that reads like on the page. And now knowing it's a graphic novel, like I can see some of the stuff in even clearer sort of. I don't know. My mind's eye can kind of transmute that into comics really easily, so it makes a lot of just sense, and it also. It contributes to how and why this is such a picturesque show, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm going to jump to Stephanie Horton next. Thank you for chiming in, Stephanie. Stephanie says, so happy to enjoy again the Heartstopper's journey with Greg the Great and John the Wonderful. That's fun. As for the show, I find this show does a fantastic job illustrating the ups and downs of being a teen and navigating all the adolescent fears and joys that come with all the relationships. And moments like Charlie joining rugby for Nick is so real. Did you ever do something like that to pursue a romantic interest or even a platonic interest? And how did it work out for you?
Anytime I've done that in school, it never amounted to me getting the girl.
Sure. Sure.
Anyone I've ever had the fortunate time to date or marry, it happened pretty quick. It wasn't like never really lucked out with like the long pursuit
Yeah.
of someone. You know, maybe when I was like 15, I had a crush on a girl who eventually became my girlfriend. But I don't know. What have I done? Once watched Smallville because they knew this girl was into Smallville.
Hell yeah.
I didn't really want to watch Smallville, but I needed something to talk with her about. And I didn't really talk to her. Then I ended up just fucking watching Smallville.
Sure.
I don't even remember any of Smallville now. I've taken classes at the gym.
I feel like that's the most common place for this phenomenon is the gym. Oh,
but it's never, like I said, it's never turned into. I never like went on a date with any of these people.
Yeah, yeah. I most often am following my own interest into places. I remember I auditioned once for a play that this girl I was starting to date at the time was auditioning for as well. And I did it because she was interested, and I liked, performing. So like we auditioned, and then I was the only one they were considering casting out of this like group of us who went, and then they weren't very interested in doing it. So then I didn't do it. But yeah, I'm not quite as much. I'm sure I've done it, but there aren't any like vivid examples of like I was sure that joining this team or that would equate to this romance. But I do, yeah. I like your observation in this statement / question. It does, so far at least, present a really nice window into just that time in high school, adolescence, all that stuff. And because I went to an all boys high school, I'm sure this will carry some additional resonance for me. But thank you, Stephanie, for chiming in. And hey, if you guys ever tried a thing to woo somebody, let us know your experience in the comments. Christian Sabold, thanks for chiming in, Christian. Heartstopper came out around the time when queer people recognized the, quote, bury your gays trope that persisted for decades, where queer people were constantly being killed off. This led to a wave of positive queer media in the 2020s, but now the shows struggle to gain mainstream traction and get canceled. What some call the, quote, cancel your gays phenomenon. What do you think it says about the industry that queer-led shows are judged by the same financial standards as other shows and that streaming companies prioritize ratings over cultural significance? It says that we live in a capitalist system where, like, the commingling of business and art will rarely swing in the favor of art when, the business, like, as much as it's easy to be cynical about business, at a certain point, you do need to be making a certain amount to keep the lights on and to be able to keep making stuff. Now, I don't know what the budgets were and what the production companies' situations were with any of these shows. It's unfortunate that it's still a niche, and I think, because of the culture war and all that stuff, like, there's a certain amount of people who are, like, actively out to not even engage with, queer media at all. I don't know. I think it's also got to do with the fact that we're still kind of normalizing just queer characters as part of any general ensemble in a way that isn't going to cause a whole conversation that you don't want to have that's like counterproductive. So I don't know. I think it's just the sad nature of the combination of business and the fact that, as much as there have been all these strides made and as much as it's good to see these phenomena can be recognized and, stories can be developed in response to those things. It's weird. It's like stuff, it still falls into one of those niches that's like there's so many queer folks out there. There's so many women, like things that are led by women or things that are, like black movies or things like that. It seems like a lot of these experiences that are super communal, common, part of the fabric of the world, still as a business thing get lumped into niche and, thus probably struggle to really thrive and get the resources of promotion they need to thrive. But that's just my ramble on it.
Are you throwing it to me? Yeah. I what do I think about this? It's the business. What else is there to think? I can't tell if your question is more geared towards, that you wish that didn't matter. That's never going to change, though, no matter what. At the end of the day, there's always some kind of the business model will always prioritize business and money, regardless of what is the only hope you have is that if it's in right now, if it's cool to do that thing right now, that the artists helming these projects are able to do it in a way that is respectful and lands and can make an impact. Otherwise, you get stuff where the business move feels very business movie, and then people can pick up on pandering. People can pick up on business note and include this thing because it does well and it's popular. So, yeah, it's like maybe this came out at the time when it was like just portray queer people like just regular people, and it's not this big struggle we got to do. And that's an okay thing, and it seems like they had a really good filmmakers behind the scenes to do that. And then other times you get certain situations where you might get writing that feels like something from a Disney movie or very recent, the contentious debate of Will's coming out scene in Stranger Things. How even though that was a thing that's been part of the show since the first season, the way the writing of that coming out scene was done for that character, it suddenly feels like a studio note, even though that's why the debate happens, because it feels like it's not out of nowhere, but it feels like out of nowhere because of the way it's done.
The placement, it doesn't feel quite natural or something like that.
So then you have that kind of thing where then people go, is this like some Netflix agenda business maneuver? I don't think it was, but because of the conversation around it, at the end of the day, though, cultural significance matters if it means it can breed more money. That's the only thing that matters at the end of the day. Sounds cynical. It's just a fact, though.
It always trickles up. It's like the truly subversive stuff or the truly groundbreaking stuff is typically happening somewhere down in the indie space that then once that gains enough notoriety, the people with the big money will start to do it when it's safe.
Yeah.
So, but I wonder what will happen in the wake of something like Heated Rivalry being such a huge phenomenon. Maybe we'll witness another, ring on the tree of the growth of queer media. But it's interesting to think about for sure. Nikki Sonorisa closing us out. Thank you so much for chiming in, Nikki. Hey, John and Greg. I'm so glad you're reacting to this show. You've made my queer heart so happy. Question. Tao tends to be a contentious character. What are your thoughts on his friendship with Charlie? And do you think he's being reasonable in his concerns about Nick? I'm so excited to go on this journey with you. You love Tao.
I do.
You identify with Tao because he's Asian.
I notice you and Andrew are the only ones who don't ask the other person to read questions.
Oh, I will start doing that.
I've noticed that. Just dawned on me right now. I was like, John and Andrew are the only ones who don't throw it to the other person to read questions ever.
Oh. Is that a thing everybody does?
I know I do it, and I know Aaron does it.
And
I know Tara does it.
Then I'll
I know
start doing
Roxy
it.
and Coy do it.
Wow, if even Coy does it, I am failing. All right, then I'll start throwing it to you.
I don't know. I thought like that's a thing. I was like, oh, I'm not
I
reading
don't
anything.
care to do that.
It seems like you do. You read all four, John. So clearly you want all the attention on you when reading.
I always thought it was the host
questions
person.
at the room. What are you talking about? We've done so many of these together.
I know, but I probably didn't actually note. I don't know. It's probably not a thing I've focally
take that
noticed.
away, John.
Read Nikki's question.
I really
again.
don't give a shit. I have so many host meetings now, and I'm like, I should note this.
Oh, it's good
as
to
a
know.
thing. Just
I'm glad to know that.
Even the feel before one other person brings this up to me. Hey, John, clearly working through something here. Hey, John and Greg. Tao. Tao's fine. I don't know what Tao's deal is. Man, I am just fucking fogging up here. Tao is... I have no thoughts on Tao. I just suspect Tao. He seems kind of annoying to me right now, but I don't want to cement that opinion. It's more that you're currently kind of annoying, and I don't know why, but maybe you won't be annoying by episode 3. I'm not so annoyed to the point where I've written him off, and then every time we cut to him, I'm like, fucking Tao's here. It's just a couple of actions have happened.
Wrecking the show for me.
Yeah, it hasn't done anything for me to that point where I'm like, but there is annoying things here that I don't quite understand the motive behind it. It seems like it's a little two-faced. That's just the impression I'm getting. That it seems like there's a different agenda behind something that's masquerading as protection. I just don't really fully buy that it's fully protection. There seems something covetousness about it that I don't quite grasp. Because I've never been in this position. I've never been a straight friend to a gay guy when I'm like fucking trying to like, you know.
When you're like the
my
wingman
identity or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been that way to a woman. I've never had that with someone with me. So that's why I don't identify, or I can't liken this experience outside. If I could liken it as if Tao is actually secretly gay and Tao likes him. That's the only way I could see the potentialness of sabotaging. Otherwise, why inquire about all this shit? Why go this far?
Sure.
And is everyone going to suddenly be gay in the show? That'd be fucking awesome. Everyone's just gay.
Everyone's
gay.
Everyone's gay. Everyone's just afraid to come out.
And straight people are special.
By season 3, everyone's going to be talking to that art
There are
teacher.
a lot of gay people at your school?
No.
We were in a Catholic school,
It was
though.
a Catholic all-boys school, and it was like an earlier moment in time than this moment in time, certainly. So if anybody was, they were not out, at least. I don't think I knew of anybody openly gay.
That
in
one
high school.
guy gay who was always like kissing people to prove he's not gay.
I think he's married to a lady now. I think he's married to a lady now. He's cool.
He's cool. He's not gay.
He's cool. He's not gay. He'll be gay, bro. No. I'm trying to think. There were a couple people who you could imagine might be, but yeah, there was nobody in my high school who was out and proud.
That sucks.
Maybe at the sister school. I feel like there's a
for Christ.
different, I don't know, there's a different thing coming out. I have to just imagine that if you're at a girls' school and you're coming out, it's slightly different than being at a boys' school in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what that is because it's not my experience in life, but Tao's all right. Tao is weird. Tao borders, at least as of these 2 episodes, for me, like everybody feels very real. Tao feels a bit more like a comic book character or cartoon character, but he's fun. He's fine. I am curious about your suspicions. I can't tell right now if he's just kind of a goof who is just that bad at, you know.
Oh, I thought he liked L.
Yeah.
What does that make? Does that make someone gay? I don't know what that means. If you like a transgender person, does that make you gay?
Yeah.
I don't know what that I'm telling you as a person who's not educated in this realm that I don't understand. I'm not making a joke here.
Yeah. If how do you look at it? Are you
or is it like that is?
Do you use the
100%
same terminology as if you were just falling for any woman, or is there some kind of distinction that needs to be made that people want to have made?
Especially when you knew them when they were formerly identifying as a boy.
Yeah. That's a good question. That's a fair question. I mean, I guess it's a queer experience of some variety.
Is it like, oh man, I can't have feelings for them because they're a guy, and then once they switch,
all of a sudden you're like, oh my god. That's what a lot of people say. You know, it's like I just want my girl version of my best friend. You know,
yeah,
that's what that was. Maybe that's what that is.
I mean, that's what I thought the romance was seeming.
It could be.
Just dawned on me, actually. You know what? Now that I say about it, I don't know if Coy actually does the question thing. I don't know. Coy's like the last person who wants to hear your opinion. He only hears your opinion when he's trying to buy time before he can speak again.
That's what I was saying. If Coy's doing it, then shit, I gotta catch up. I'm the most inconsiderate review questions reject.
Coy's listening. I'm like, are you really listening? You're just bad in time.
Coy's gonna, yeah. Are you just charging up your own answer?
Gathering your breath right now.
Are you scripting out your freestyle rap of an answer? Oh goodness. Well, gang, thanks for being here. You got any stray thoughts on Heartstopper?
No.
Your heart stopped?
No, I don't. I've been I've had like a crazy stressed stomach. Having figuring out channel stuff, guys. So my stomach's my stress tapes out on my stomach
under the hood.
Then I'm just like constantly like extremely bloated when I'm
moving.
Literally, actually been eating healthy,
whole.
and then I'm just fucking stress bloated, and then it hurts my back. It's one of those annoying like 1-2 combos.
Oh yeah.
That's why it might seem a little bit out of it, but I enjoyed the show a lot.
Yeah, I did too. Well, gang, if you enjoyed the show, leave us your thoughts. Leave a like on the video. Remember to let your friends read the questions too. And we'll catch you for episode 3 and 4.
Didn't have to put my glasses on.
Next time. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, too, is sometimes I have thrown it to people, and then they're like, what? And then, you know, I'm like, well, shit, then we got a whole new thing to do. Anyway, I'll figure out the perfect situation, teleprompter for the questions.
Really, not a big deal. I was just pointing.
I am going to fixate on this for the rest of the week.
Because the person I filmed with before had a talk with me about the questions. And then they were like, but when I'm filming with this person, they never let me read the questions. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize that they do that to you.
Is that a thing we care about?
And then I'm filming with you. And then I'm like, it's the first time I've been on the N-word. The other person's not throwing me any question. And it just happened to coincide with a previous shoot where someone was pointing out to me a thing they were having, because the reality is, if anyone's having issues, no one talks to the person. I have to end up talking with everyone. So that's why I was like, oh, this is a weird thing I'm just noticing right now. Sure. I am not offended or bothered by it. I just pointed it out. I was like, oh, what an interesting
Just let me know once we cut who I should definitely let read some questions. Catch you next time, people. Stay well.